Angel Reese just made one of the boldest threats in WNBA history: pay me more, or I'll boycott the league. The only problem? Days later, her follow-up performance on the court was a masterclass in missed shots. Some might even call it a Brick Lane clinic. One of her attempts even hit the bottom of the backboard. The timing couldn't have been...
I can't even believe this is real. I just stumbled across it. There's 2 different videos now floating around out there.
Funnier, depending on your perspective. While demanding superstar money on her podcast, Reese followed up with a 5 for 13 shooting performance in her next game. That's not exactly the statement you want to make when arguing for a bigger paycheck. Her ultimatum came during a conversation with fellow player Doesinatoss Carrington on...
Like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out. That's a possibility.
I guarantee you, the intelligent folks, and there are plenty in the WNBA, are saying, will you two idiots just shut up? Sit out.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL. What does that mean?
Angel, where she flat out stated, if they don't give us what we want, we're sitting out. The problem? Many fans and even some inside the WNBA likely see this as an empty threat. Reese has openly admitted she didn't even know her WNBA salary and that it doesn't cover her rent. Her rookie contract pays about $73,000 this year as part of a 4-year, $325,000 deal, standard for WNBA rookies. Yet, she revealed on TikTok that her rent alone is $8,000.
I love how y'all have selective hearing. I said I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out. And that's the truth. Good.
This is the same person that literally said she didn't know what her WNBA salary was and that it didn't
$0 per year, meaning her entire WNBA salary wouldn't even cover her apartment. Of course, Reese has lucrative nil deals and endorsements supplementing her income, but the optics of her complaint are striking. She's living beyond her means, yet demanding the WNBA increase its pay structure to match her personal lifestyle. Rather than backtracking after backlash, Reese doubled down on her boycott threat via social media, making it clear she's serious. But the question remains, will the league, the fans, or even her fellow players take this ultimatum seriously?
I don't even think that pays one of my bills. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is my...
Oldest threats in WNBA history: pay me more, or I'll sit out. But here's the problem, this wasn't just off-the-cuff podcast banter. She's serious. Reese is prepared to boycott the league if her financial demands aren't met. The timing of her ultimatum couldn't have been worse. Days after her comments went viral, Reese stepped onto the court and delivered a performance that was, frankly, hard to watch. Shooting 5 for 13 from the field, including a layup that hit the bottom of the backboard, it was a stark contrast to the superstar.
It's 8,000.
But it's not just her shooting struggles that make this situation so ironic, it's her misunderstanding of how WNBA contracts work. On her podcast, Reese expressed frustration that future rookies, like Juju Watkins, might enter the league with higher salaries than hers. But that's exactly how professional sports operate. Collective bargaining agreements, CBAs, determine salary.
threaten the lockout. If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. This is why sometimes you probably should have somebody look over a podcast. She's threatening to go on strike. I actually understand it's the way negotiations work in the CBA. Not on a
rookie signed a 4-year contract that locks her into her current deal until 2027. Even if the WNBA negotiates a new CBA that raises rookie pay, Reese's contract remains unchanged unless the league renegotiates, something no sports league does mid-contract just because a player wants more money. Reality check: the WNBA's financial struggles. Even beyond Reese's personal situation, the economics of the WNBA don't support her demands. Despite record-breaking viewership,
The women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Well, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings.
last season, the league still lost an estimated $40 million. That's why the NBA continues to subsidize the WNBA, covering its financial shortfalls. If Reese and other players were to stage a boycott, the ones most relieved might actually be NBA owners, who wouldn't have to keep footing the bill. Does her play justify special treatment? When a player demands more money, performance matters. Reese is shooting just 39% from the field and has one of the worst shooting percentages inside 5 feet of the basket. She has yet to make a single three-pointer. These aren't the numbers.
If I'm an NBA owner, I didn't get rich by wasting a couple million on something that has no chance of making money. these two sit out. Sit out. See what happens. Now, I would miss watching the Fever. I would miss watching Caitlin Clark, but I wouldn't miss
contract rules. To make matters worse, just days after her bold salary demand, she turned in a forgettable performance against Awaye Boston's team. Multiple missed layups. Point-blank shots that didn't even hit the rim. A shooting display that quickly went viral, not as a highlight reel, but as a cautionary tale. The bottom line? If you're going to make demands this bold, you'd better back them up on the court.
for you all sitting out, the NBA. So they don't have to subsidize your dumbasses to the tune of...
As for Reese, it's one thing to demand more money, but when you immediately follow it up with a layup disaster class, you're just setting yourself up for ridicule. Fans didn't hold back either. The internet exploded with sarcasm, pay her. Give her the max. While others outright questioned her skill level. And honestly, when you're bricking layups like they're half-court shots, it's hard to argue with them. One of the most hilarious and bizarre theories.
Three-pointer. Grace turnaround. No good. Final third in the league in three-point field goals. Reese looks to stick with it. Naps it back. Angel Reese, no.
Intentionally missing shots to boost her rebounding numbers. It sounds absurd, until you actually watch the clips of her missing, grabbing her own rebound, missing again, and repeating the cycle. But here's the real problem, this isn't just about one bad game. Reese's shooting struggles aren't new, and if anything, they're getting worse. When you're a big who can't finish around the rim, can't stretch the floor, and isn't making up for it with elite defense or playmaking, you have no leverage to demand more money. And let's not forget the bigger picture.
Once again, had one of the worst shooting games in the history of planet Earth. For what's supposed to be a big? I mean, what in the hell is going on here? I understand her team won. I get it. 5 of 13 from the field. 13 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds.
Rivals viewership is plummeting, from *300,000 plus viewers early on to below *100,000 now. That's a massive drop. If you're going to argue that you're the attraction, then the numbers better back you up. At this point, maybe perfecting those layups should come before demanding a bigger paycheck. This is the core issue with Reese's argument. She's trying to position herself as the reason for the WNBA's growth, but the numbers don't back it up. The truth? Caitlin Clark is the engine behind this.
That just came out and said, if they don't pay them the bag in the WNBA, we sitting out. Quote, we sitting out. What? I mean, after seeing her miss routine layups over and over and over again, I'm like, how the hell can this person possibly be demanding more money?
WNBA ticket sales are surging primarily for teams that play against Clark. TV ratings are skyrocketing Clark's Iowa games broke records, and that interest is carrying over into the WNBA. Unrivaled League is tanking in viewership, despite Reese being one of its biggest names. If Angel Reese were truly the reason for the WNBA's rise, why aren't people tuning in to watch her now? Why is Unrivaled struggling? Why is a college game between Wakl and Nebraska outdrawing her? And here's where Clark and Reese's approaches completely diverge. Clark acknowledges the WNBA's rise as a collective movement not just about herself. She's focused on growing the game, not demanding more money before she's even played a WNBA minute. Reese is focused on herself acting as if she's owed credit for the league's growth while simultaneously
she shouldn't be practicing no jumpers from nowhere. I mean, she ought to be just layup after layup after layup. Because let's be real, a lot of the heat she takes is because of this. And it's because it's not to be believed.
This is where Reese's entire argument collapses. She's trying to make herself the main event, but when people aren't showing up or tuning in to watch, it's impossible to justify. The receipts don't lie. Meanwhile, Reese's own league, Unrivaled, is crumbling in viewership, and her
What you want about Angel Reese? You can't tell me she isn't the star of every show every time she's on the court. I can't even hate on this. She's Larry, Moe, and Curly all at once. The Three Stooges. I mean, wow. Come on. I think the worst part is Lisa Leslie risked her legacy and credibility coaching her with no visible improvement so far anyways. Good.
Salary demands and acting like the reason for the sport's rise. The contrast between Clark and Reese is stark. Clark, grateful, focused on improving her game, and understands the bigger picture of women's basketball growth. Reese, making demands, focusing on herself, and alienating fans with entitlement. If I'm a league owner, I'm not asking who deserves more money, I'm asking who is bringing in the money. Clark's humility, work ethic, and actual on-court dominance are what's bringing in millions of viewers and sold-out arenas. Meanwhile, Reese is more focused on social media antics and salary demands than actually improving her game. If she wants to be taken seriously as a superstar, she needs to produce on the court first.
And isn't she shooting like 35% from the field? Can somebody tell me who in the world watches a 35% shooter from the paint that is basically grabbing her own?
Angel Reese just made one of the boldest threats in WNBA history: pay me more, or I'll boycott the league. The only problem? Days later, her follow-up performance on the court was a masterclass in missed shots. Some might even call it a Brick Lane clinic. One of her attempts even hit the bottom of the backboard. The timing couldn't have been worse or funnier, depending on your perspective.
The reason why WNBA is up is because of Angel Reese. She's not getting
superstar money on her podcast. Reese followed up with a 5 for 13 shooting performance in her next game. That's not exactly the statement you want to make when arguing for a bigger paycheck. Her ultimatum came during a conversation with fellow player Dijonai Carrington on Unapologetically Angel, where she flat out stated, "If they don't give us what we want, we're sitting out." The problem? Many fans and even some inside the WNBA likely see this as an empty threat. Reese has openly admitted she didn't even know her WNBA salary and that it doesn't cover her rent. Her rookie contract pays about $73,000 this year as part of a 4-year, $325,000 deal, standard for WNBA rookies. Yet, she revealed on TikTok that her rent alone is $8,000 a month, $96,000 per year, meaning her entire WNBA salary wouldn't even cover her apartment. Of course, Reese has lucrative nil deals and endorsements supplementing her income, but the optics of her complaint are striking. She's living beyond her means, yet
her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she